part of the police department, today we are very happy, delighted to partner with Synchrony Financials in yet another innovation. The secret of success, the strength of effectiveness in any of the operations lies in the synergy, our ability to work with all stakeholders. Today, it's a stakeholder partnership in enhancing the safety and security of women in Hyderabad city. It's not enough if Hawkeye alone is present. It is our ability to partner, it's our ability to integrate Hawkeye app with all other apps that are available in the market today, being used by several organizations, both in private and government sector. That's how we would be able to serve the community in a much more effective manner, and we will be able to reach out each and every citizen of this city. I'm sure the initiative taken by Synchrony Financial will open up a plethora of opportunities for Hyderabad, Cyberabad and Rajakonda police forces to improve their service delivery at the cutting edge level in terms of building similar partnerships with all the stakeholder apps, and then we would be able to reach to the next level. It's not only an initiative which is useful to the Synchrony Financial employees, 3,500 plus employees, but I must say you have laid a foundation today for a concept that will take us too long and too far in serving the society at large. I recall my association with GE to start with when I was Commissioner of Police, Hyderabad. It has gone a long way. When we did the change management program in Hyderabad Police, it was GE which has come forward first to train the entire staff and officers of Hyderabad City Police in soft skills and in leadership building skills, for the middle level. And the program continued for 3 years as long as I was here. And every week it went on without a break. And when I joined back Hyderabad City Police, I first remembered the Synchrony Financial and Mr. Venkat, Mr. Faisal and all the team members. They were unanimous in supporting the police. And today, whatever changes we have brought in Hyderabad City Police, in terms of citizen friendliness, in terms of behavioral improvements, in terms of the technologies, some of the technologies, I must say that predominantly the credit goes to Synchrony Financial in terms of their support to us on a consistent basis. In fact, as Commissioner of Police Hyderabad and subsequently now as the Commissioner of Hyderabad City, I have worked with several corporates, but the difference that makes here is the continuity. Whatever program they take up, they adhere to it, they continue to do it, and then irrespective of, whether there is a request, no request to continue it, but they believe in once they believe in a concept, once they believe that it is going to be useful to the society, whatever small or big initiative the Synchrony Financial takes up, it continues to exhibit its commitment to the project all through. So now I can proudly say that all the 100% members of Hyderabad City Police have been trained by Synchrony Financial in terms of the soft skills. And it is not once, it's repeatedly the staff and officers are undergoing the training, and we have excellent faculty chosen, but it's not only faculty, right from training need identification, spending spending time in the field, understanding how the policing works, how the police officers are required to discharge their duties, then try and see what kind of training needs are there, identify them, design the training courses. Then it is not only vetted at the trainer's level, it comes to the leadership level of the Synchrony Financial, then it goes to the United States to get it vetted, then comes back, then it is implemented, and then it goes in a cycle. There's a continuous evaluation about its effectiveness, and then finally there's a continual improvement in the way this training skill development programs go on for the police personnel. As an example, I have narrated this about their commitment to the process. Z is known for the process. You have Six Sigma and all of the processes. When we hear, it's a G which has started these processes, and we are very fortunate that any organization which is driven in a process-based manner, it will achieve excellence. If not in a day, it may take some time, and we, in the police, we believe that we would like to adopt the best practices in the corporates in terms of taking the police organization also on a similar path, so that the citizens at large are benefited in terms of the citizen friendliness, in terms of the effective service delivery, in terms of responsiveness. The way the processes are designed, implemented, monitored, measured, and given feedback. When we see some of the practices in Synchrony Financial, we get inspired, and then we feel like taking these best practices back to the police department and implement them. So I'm very, very happy today that we have been able to integrate this Hawkeye with a transport app of Synchrony Financial. I'm told it is not only used by Synchrony Financial, but some other organizations, the corporates also have been using the same app. And similarly, several other companies would have several apps, internal apps. We would like to partner with them and then integrate our Hawkeye with all such apps in the corporates that are being used, so that we are able to serve all the employees which are working in the corporate sector, so that the corporates as a whole feel safe and secure. Their place, for them to come and stay here, live here, work here, and that kind of vision with which the government of Telangana is driving. As you know, for Telangana state, Hyderabad is a lifeline. Government envisions that if Hyderabad is safe and secure, we will be able to attract investments from all over the world. And once the investments come in, we get employment here for the youth. We also multiply the wealth. We can improve the standards of living of the people, the quality of living for the people residing in Telangana state. And this wealth in turn can be used for the development of the backward areas of Telangana. So with this vision, the government is going forward, and government of Telangana from the day one has been making a lot of investments in police, in terms of improving the mobility, in terms of improving the facilities, in terms of improving the skills of the police personnel, improving the manpower, in terms of improving the access to the citizens for justice. So several aspects are being worked out simultaneously. And as you know, the citywide CCTV project, in which the government has a vision that 100,000 cameras are going to come up in the entire Hyderabad city, covering all the 3 police commissionerates. And 10,000 cameras are being set up by the government on its side, and 100,000 cameras from the community participation. Apart from this, we are also coming up with a technology fusion center where all the street-based technologies will converge, and this facility will be used by all the government departments once again. It is a multi-agency operation center. We do believe that if all the government departments work together, share these technologies, the citizen would have the most beneficial impact, because the same technology, for example, CCTV footage, can be used by police for crime prevention, crime detection. The GHMC can use it for their sanitation, the road maintenance, several other service delivery aspects. The waterworks department can do so. The energy department can do so. Like this, all the government departments are going to use these technologies, and this facility is going to be owned by all the government departments together to work as a team and to deliver the services in a synergic manner. And I'm sure once this facility comes up, Hyderabad city will be one of the unique cities in the country to have this facility and also to improve the service delivery on a similar level once the entire project is implemented. I'm very grateful to the leadership team led by Mr. Faisal and all his colleagues who have been supporting us in a big way, and they did whatever we asked, whatever we thought it is possible for them to do in terms of helping the people of Hyderabad city to feel safe and secure. In terms of the women empowerment, in terms of the women's safety, this will go a long way. And in fact, Faisal's team has come and visited our Bharosa also, and they have a lot of plans to take these things forward. And I'm sure the safety and security standards of Hyderabad city, in their enhancement, the role and the contribution of Synchrony Financials, I would like to place it on record, so that in the formative stage, when we are doing these innovations, the contribution of Synchrony Financials has really laid strong foundation for us to take it to the next level. I finally would like to assure the people of Hyderabad, covering all the 3 police commissionerates, that Hyderabad is the safest place in the country. As you know, in the last 3 years, Hyderabad has been standing first in terms of best quality of living standard city, and one of the major criteria for arriving at that decision is the safety and security standards, and people feel safe here. The women especially, the women working in Hyderabad city, the women living in Hyderabad city, the women going around in Hyderabad city, they feel safe and secure for the contributions, for the kind of support systems we have developed, not only by police, as my colleague officers have told, it is a contribution by each one of us, all the stakeholders. Take, for example, any corporate company, if they have good internal systems to take care of the safety and security of their own employees, they are also contributing in a big way for the overall safety and security of the city. So in that way, it's a stakeholder partnership, it's all the government departments, it's all the corporates, all institutions, all establishments put together, we have been able to do this job. For example, in the community CCTV sector, all the establishments are coming forward to set up cameras, to cover all the streets and connect the cameras to the command control center. That way, several corporates also have come forward and then implemented this community CCTV project in downtrodden areas where people cannot afford to set up these cameras. So that way, the entire city safety and security standards, it's not the police alone which has been able to do it, but it is the contribution of all the stakeholders who have really made it possible. And we look forward that we not only be in the top of the country, but we would like to be competitive among the world-class metropolitan cities all over the world. Towards that goal we are working, and with the partnerships like Synchrony Financial, we would be in a position to do it. We are very, very confident. I take this opportunity to thank Mr. Faisal and all his team members for having come forward and integrated this app, giving us a new innovation, a new idea how to go about in enhancing the safety and security in Hyderabad city. And I would like to specifically thank Mr. Venkat and all his team members who always come to our office, spend a lot of time, and try and find out how these things are working and what better we can do. For example, right now Synchrony is helping us in analytics. Today, in this world, analytics is the key for improving the service delivery. And we are working in the back end to see that the police services, how they can be improved using this high-end analytics, and how we can use the big data analytics, and how we can make use of all the street-based technologies that are available, both internal and external, and then make it happen. This is the kind of back-end work that is going on, and with each day we get more and more ideas, and I'm personally grateful to Mr. Venkat and all his team members for for doing a great job for us. And I, on behalf of people of Hyderabad, I would like to thank this corporate, and you are a model corporate for all others, and I am sure others also will come forward and help the police in a similar way, so that in the partnership building, the people in turn at large will get benefited. Thank you all.